Hello, my name is Seth Witt, and I'm going to be talking about the evolution of poutine as my final project. So we're going to dive into the iconic dish and what it is, examine its origins, its cultural significance, and the evolution of it in the Quebec identity. So just what is poutine? Poutine is a dish that is made of three things. It is French fries, cheese curds, and gravy. It's a combination. It's comforting and indulgent, and it's iconic in dish in Quebec and beyond. There is like new variants of it being made, and I'll get into that later. But this is originally how it started. It was just French fries, cheese curds, and gravy. So it's a satisfying combination of textures and flavors. There's like crispy fries with melting cheese curds from the warm, savory gravy, and it's a unique taste that it's very good and many people like. So there's two origin stories that are debated over which is which. One is from 1957 at a place called Cafe Ideal, and the other is at 1964 at a restaurant called Le Roi Giuseppe. And after the dish gained popularity in small towns in Quebec, it arrived in Quebec City in 1969 and Montreal by 1983. Like the two origin stories, one is the rural origins of poutine being created in rural Quebec, where they had leftover cheese curds and they combined them. And this version emphasizes the working class roots of the dish, showcasing its practicality and heartiness. And then there's the restaurant innovation in the 1960s, where in Warwick, Quebec, a snack bar owner invented the poutine. And this is just the highlight of the rapid rise in popularity and urban adaptation. So poutine's connection to Quebec. Poutine serves as a cultural emblem for Quebec. It represents the province's rich culinary traditions and sense of community. Its origin in rural area highlight the working class, and this has become a pride for many of Quebecois. This dish embodies a fusion of French and Canadian culinary influences, showcasing Quebec's unique identity. The combination of fries, cheese curds, and gravy reflects local ingredients and preferences that have shaped in the province's gastronomy. Obviously, potatoes, very easy thing to grow and very popular food in Quebec as it grows there. And then cheese curds and dairy were actually big at this time. A lot of the leftover cheese curds, they didn't know what to do with them, so this is what began happening actually. Poutine's popularity has grown beyond Quebec, but it remains a quintessential representation of the province's identity. Its association with local festivals and events further solidifies its role in Quebecois culture. Really, it's a symbol of Canada. When somebody mentions me, poutine, the first thing I think of is Canada. And now I know it's tied to Quebec. So this is just a little timeline of its history. In the 1950s, poutine first emerged. That's the story I'm going to go with as it seems right. And then in the 70s, poutine began gaining popularity across urban Quebec, evolving into staple menu item in many local eateries. And then from 1980s to today, the dish has spread beyond Quebec, developing into a fast food item, and many other different versions have grown across Canada and beyond. So just the cultural evolution of poutine. From working class snack to urban icon. This was originally sort of a fast food snack bar item enjoyed by the working class. Poutine underwent transformation in the 70s and 80s. The dish found its way into urban restaurant settings. This shift marked a pivotal moment in the cultural journey as poutine began to be embraced by a wider audience. So again, this just reflects the changes going on, not only in the food landscape, but also in just the cultural, political landscape of Quebec at the time. During this era, poutine began to appear in a variety of restaurants, from fast food restaurants, including like McDonald's and Burger King in the 90s, to more upscale venues. This just symbolizes the acceptance and celebration within Quebec society. And then again, poutine, a symbol of Quebec identity. Cultural significance of poutine grew as it became synonymous with Quebec identity. This represents not only a dish, but also just the pride of Canada and Quebec. The transformation reflected the broader societal changes and the desire to celebrate local food heritage amidst globalization. So the restaurant associations, like I said, there's fast food popularity. Fast food chains like McDonald's and Burger King have introduced poutine on their menus, catering to a broader audience. Poutine is also often enjoyed at hockey games, and I could be wrong, but I think the Burger Kings in Quebec might have had a different name to them. Like I said, there's been gourmet variations being made. Local diners and restaurants often offer unique takes on this poutine, incorporating gourmet ingredients and creative presentations. And then food trucks and pop-up eateries have embraced poutine, providing diverse and innovative interpretations of the classic dish, further enhancing its popularity. This video is going to show a little bit of the little example of this. So you can see the different food shacks that are selling poutine. This one's a barbecue poutine. There's many different variations and takes on it have been underwent over the years as things have grown and changed. But yeah, this was a little festival it was shown off at. Just the cultural significance and controversy of poutine. So poutine represents more than just a dish. It embodies the complexities of class and cultural identity in Quebec. It's often labeled as like a lowbrow food. So like a working class, like, you're seen as a lower class because you eat this food. However, it holds significant cultural value and reflects the working class roots of Quebec. It's also ignited discussions regarding its perception of comfort food versus gourmet cuisine, showcasing the struggle between authenticity and commercialization. It's a little issue, like, as things grow, is it being representative of its working class still? So the minor significance, again, it's a cultural icon of Quebec. Just embodies the essence of Quebec's identity and cultural pride, its working class roots. It's featured in festivals and culinary events in Quebec, so that's how you know it's just a big thing for them. Like I said, gourmet, different adaptations have been made. It's found its way on many different menus. And then it's been internationally recognized, the status outside of Quebec, further solidifying its status as a global symbol of Canadian cuisine. It's spread to the United Kingdom, Korea, Russia. I know it's in the United States, where it has been referred to as Rasputin. That's for Russia, but I know it's found its way to the United States. Again, the commercialization is almost a double-edged sword. As it gained popularity worldwide, its commercialization debates over authenticity and culinary heritage, the rise of fast food chains and other quick pop-up shops offering poutine challenges traditional recipes, leading to concerns about the cultural dilution and misrepresentation. The debate boils down to this: is poutine global popularity proof that Quebec culture has spread and thrived, or does it risk erasing the dish roots as a local working class tradition? I'm saying that poutine's global popularity is proof that Quebec's culture has spread and thrived, right? I think this dish's roots are still being very respected, and I think the dish was just such a great innovation and creation that it works well with so many things, and people just want to try out new things. So I think it's still paying respect to its culture. And finally, just to close it out, again, poutine's just a symbol of Quebec. It originated from the working class snack bars of Quebec. Poutine is now transcended from its humble beginnings. Not only represents the region's rich culinary heritage, but also the broader cultural identity that resonates with both locals and visitors. The evolution of poutine, from fast food staple to a celebrated icon, highlights its significance in Quebec's societal narrative. Thank you.